I've been really excited about Watchmen since summer. By the beginning of this week, I was counting down the days till its release. And then, last night, I saw it. So, for those of you who haven't read the comic book, I really wouldn't suggest seeing this. I mean, you probably saw the ad and thought, ooh, yeah, bright, shiny explosions, yeah! But don't get drawn in. It's actually a lot more boring than it seems, and there's really not that much action. Now on to the spoilers. First things first, I want to talk about something that really irritated me throughout the movie. Veidt. I mean, first of all, just look at the two Veidts compared. The real Veidt looks manly and strong, whereas the new Veidt looks like he has no immune system. It's bad. And even worse than that, in 2/3 of the movie he has a weird French, British, German accent. And in the middle third, he has an American accent. Because that makes logical sense. Usually the people who are most famous around the world are hot, or personable, or generally not creepy. But Veidt doesn't seem to have any of those qualities. I mean, obviously he's not attractive. And throughout the whole movie, he just seems to be saying, oh, I'm smart, I'm so smart, I'm much smarter than you. So he has no social graces, and it's really annoying because it makes it unrealistic, and it's one of the few things that aren't true to the book. Because I'll have to admit, a lot of it stayed pretty true. Like Rorschach. I can honestly say that I couldn't have hoped for a better Rorschach. I think that Haley did a perfect job. His voice was perfect, his acting was perfect, he was a badass, and I could really care about his character. Like, I got close to his character. And that's not just because I read the comic book, like all of the other characters. He played him so well. He was funny, he was dramatic. The last scene, the scene where, you know, he dies, it was heartbreaking. Even in the movie, even with the blood splattering that made no sense because that's not how John explodes people. It broke my heart. It was really beautifully done, and I don't think that has anything to do with Zack Snyder. I'm pretty sure that was all Haley. So this review is going to be a lot longer and a lot more detailed and a lot more thorough. It's going to go over a lot more of the things in the movie that I really hated and that I actually kind of liked. But it's just pissing me off now. Like, I keep remembering all the things that I really hated about it, and it's making me kind of angry. So I'm gonna stop. I figure that's best. So you get the general idea. It's pretty bad. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's a horrible movie. There were just parts of it that really sucked. Especially the fight scenes. They were really cheesy. They looked fake. I'm done. I'm done bitching now. Seriously. So, you know, you could see it and love it. I don't know why you would. I really don't. But, yeah, it's just, I was really disappointed. I'm done bitching now. The end. The other worst thing about this movie was the music. The original pieces, they weren't too bad, of course. The ones that were like Lori and Dan were like, oh, I'm so sweet, this is a sweet moment, can't you tell? Yes, music, we can tell, thanks. But the worst, the all-time worst in the whole movie, I'm gonna have to say, is during the Vietnam scene with Dr. Manhattan, they played Ride of the Valkyries. Ride of the Valkyries. Like, honestly, I haven't heard that song used in anything that wasn't a parody for, I don't even know how long. Like, that's a bad sign. If you're playing Ride of the Valkyries in a dramatic scene, it's just not going to be taken seriously. It's impossible. It was kind of funny. And not in a good way. Not funny in a comedian way. Like, it was just funny. It was bad. Another character that was really perfect was the comedian, and I think that he was thoroughly cheated out of his entire story. They pretty much say, oh, he raped Sally Jupiter, and then there was a baby! Oh, it's happy, it's okay, because there was a baby there. They never once, never, ever talk about the party, for one thing, the party where Lori, like, throws the booze in his face. They never talk about the fact that him and Sally actually sort of had a thing and that she really cared for him. Like, at one point she just kind of like touches his picture and it's very sad. But other than that, like, pretty much he's just left as a douchebag for the whole film, and I know he is. I know he's a douche, trust me. But he did have that redeeming factor, and without the scene in the party where he shows that emotion, he's left with only the scene where he's breaking down to Moloch, and that was really good. It was really, really good. But it's just not enough. It just didn't do him justice, and they never explained why he would even know what Veidt was doing. It was really random. It was just really disappointing that they cheated him out of his entire role, and it's just so vital for the whole book. I mean, that's a good deal of the book, and it's really important. And because they cheated the comedian out of his role, they cheated Laurie out of her whole character, but that didn't really matter because the actress kind of sucked anyway.